Or Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
A lot of these things that everybody watches is all no plot based.
Watch a lot of anything. Like it's like pretty, and everyone's gonna like good about it, and someone who actually sees the essence of it, and they talk good about it.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Zach, this is your type of anime." Like, "Oh, Zach, this is," and I watch it. And I'm like expecting this better be good, and then it's like.
Like One Piece, they're like, oh, this art style is shitty, but the show is actually good because you actually watch it. And be the backwards of Attack on Titan. Like, this show is really pretty, but it had a bad plot.
You want to have a poke about it?
Who's ready for pumping stuff?
Who's ready for Mewtwo?
Fuck you.
Let's don't listen to that.
Okay. Why am I?
I'm gonna wear a bandana.
Actually,
Don't do it. The bandana is too much.
Oh. This is me and Gil now, huh?
yeah, go for it.
Very well. Conjuring.
Smack them up. Yeah. Get in there.
Silly Jigglypuff, this is Kirby's stage, not yours.
Oh, you got the fish.
I forget the butterfly.
She's a fairy thing. Ow.
Okay.
Very tight. Punch. Ow. Ow. Y'all stealing shit from D6 now?
That's what he was going for.
Well, that is not what I wanted.
Was?
Was it? Are you doing the...
I think sometimes I forget the name of it now.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Was it the Jigglypuff thing?
Yeah, wherever you are, I don't know.
Like, wherever you are.
Ow.
Yeah.
You were singing Celine Dion Jigglypuff?
Yeah, there you go.
That's one of her greatest hits.
Didn't Jigglypuff turn out to be a shiny?
Yeah.
Yeah, the anime Jigglypuff is shiny, actually.
That's neat.
So they've been dragging away.
Well, they
rare
were
Pokemon.
special pain, yeah.
I like how they just kind of gave up on that plot point.
Yep, that happened.
Well, they do that a lot. Like it's like introduce like new things that could be like kind of like, oh, T-Rock doesn't have to be in every episode. Let's try to do this instead.
Hey, the GS bomb. You guys remember that?
Never try to.
Oh shit.
Just let me love you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you so worried that you had to kill yourself?
Ah.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Pound it.
Exactly.
Pound it. Pound it.
Would you say you're a hardcore DVD fan?
Not really anymore. It was fun, like, watching after school, but I realized it does not hold up as well.
How do you feel like Kai then?
I never watched that.
Really
like,
good.
It's a good thing for DVD or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. It's like making, like, a new DBZ game every year. Like I think they should have just stopped with... Honestly, Tenkaichi 3 is, to me, the best.
Shit.
Like, Raging Blast, like, okay,
We
yeah.
just saw a video about this. Everyone was talking about like if the DVD games are good, which ones are the best, which one's sick.
Ah, damn.
A lot. Tenkaichi 3, by a lot of people, said it's either the best or the worst.
Yeah.
So like, so Kai's goal is to go by the manga and be a bit more.
It's just like one of those things. It's like, this sold well back in the day. It's like Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 came out what year?
2008.
2008.
Street Fighter 4 is different. They changed things.
Hold on. I'm just saying. It's like, how many times can you rehash the same game?
But it's not even rehashing, it's updating the same game. It's still the same game.
But then putting it back out on shelves, though.
Yeah, for people who didn't buy it the first time or don't like doing things DLC. People do not like DLC, and they know that. So they're like, if they want the new ones, but they don't want to get DLC for it, then they're gonna have to buy the new version in a physical copy.
I mean, like,
Which in itself is literally doing the same thing.
Like, DVD go by the
Yes, but some people just hate the idea of DLC so much that they refuse to. So they'd rather buy a new disc instead.
I mean, DVD's like
That's
Star
their
Wars,
stupid fault.
essentially.
Not Capcom.
They're like, it just won't die.
I don't know. I can say Capcom really hit the bottom when they put out Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Well, Capcom and Jeremy at the bottom.
Well, don't get me wrong, Capcom's fucking a lot of things up, but Street Fighter's not terrible right now.
No, Street Fighter Cross Tekken was
It was a good idea,
See, that's
but
wrong. Like, it was a good idea. Just,
it just was
It's like, oh, okay, let's put all these characters on the disc already, but you gotta pay to have them unlocked instead of using your skill like you would in a normal
Yeah,
game.
the on this DLC was...
Well,
But Capcom's the reason there's so much DLC now.
yeah.
And then
They started doing bad shit, and everyone's like, "Hey, you can live with that shit." Okay, do the Capcom way.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This conversation get started again?
On BBC.
Oh,
I don't know.
I really like Kai. It's really good. It's really refreshing to see it the way it's done. It's done a little differently.
Yeah, I'll admit, I wasn't big on the BBC when I was younger, so to watch it through Kai seems a lot better than to try to watch it the regular way, I guess.
A lot of the things I was into as a kid,
That happened.
I noticed you kill yourself a lot trying to do something, some kind of attack.
I recommend you should watch some Kai, Zach. At least the boost arc, because they just started the boost arc.
I've seen it enough to know what I'm in store for. But the thing was, truthfully, I do like some of the filler episodes in DBZ.
Yeah,
fun.
but I mean, just the Kai just looks so clean, the way they remastered it and shit.
Yeah,
I like the Japanese voices now.
I'm not gonna say all filler is bad. Filler is bad, but not all of it is bad. But at the same time, I think I do just a straight to the point.
I mean,
for sure, DBZ, complex, I'd rather just straight to the point.
A lot of Bleach filler, I've noticed, Ichigo's not even a part of it.
Ichigo's a part of the main show sometimes, so it's not really.
Back to Bleach being terrible. Comes full circle.
Honestly, the only two things I'm even kind of just remotely following at all.
There you go.
The only two things I'm even remotely following right now is Naruto and One Piece. One Piece, it's very loose the way I do follow it, but I do. But, Naruto, it's just kind of well, everything since they've unmasked Toby has just been, it's been, okay, maybe he's going to get some sage powers. Of course he is. Sasuke's going to come back in a bullshit way. Okay, that's fine.
I was talking to somebody about this thing. I feel like every Naruto episode they reveal code is kind of ended the same. There's some big speech. There's big new power up, and then them standing all tall and ready to fight at the end. That's every chapter.
You want to keep going faster? Right now. Okay.
Yeah.
More family.
But then, I'm going to get, a lot of the people, I used to work with and everything, they were just, I can't have in-depth conversations with them about, what I find interesting or, the good aspect of it. Everyone's just man, did you see Naruto and his magnetic Rasengan? Shit was cool. I know, but, why does he have that? Does he need it?
Well,
does a magnetic Rasengan? What do you
Damn it.
He's had so far.
Not he used for the sand thing. It's a magnetic thing.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Wait for the wet thing.
My only thing is with this power we have now, if it lasts after the battle's over, then I got problems with it. If it's a movie temporary thing, then it's fine. Okay.
Can we just go ahead and talk
why
about
would he suddenly not have these abilities anymore?
Because as far as we know, we don't know if this is a straight you can have it all the time thing yet. So.
If we're gonna go ahead and just say Kishimoto's, kind of
chapter mode's fine, but more than that, okay.
It's.
I
pulling an Ichigo, right?
I understand that every shonen manga for that DVD standpoint as far as power go, but I don't know. I feel like Naruto's rushing into it a bit much.
If Naruto doesn't die at the end of this, I'm gonna be kind of sad.
Huh? You want him to die?
Yeah.
I don't. That would suck. This whole freaking Shippuden's all about he's gonna save Sasuke. Whether it's a good plot point or not, that's out of the whole point. If he dies, fuck that.
But here's the thing, he's just kind of too powerful for his own good.
If he dies of old age, by all means, cool with that.
Nah, I kind of just hope he dies here. I'm starting to not like him very much now.
Sasuke?
Both of them.